February 1995, FBI tactical units across 3 states moved simultaneously. Same target, same night. They had his location pinned to within 1 city block. This time, they were certain. They broke down the door. Hot coffee on the desk. Terminal still running. Empty room. He was gone. Again, the Federal Bureau of Investigation had a problem. Their most secure communications network was compromised. Every single time tactical units moved to arrest America's most wanted cyber fugitive, the target vanished. Minutes before they arrived. Not hours, minutes. This wasn't a data breach. This wasn't surveillance failure. This was something that had never happened before in the history of American law enforcement. Someone had turned the FBI into his personal listening device. The target was a 29-year-old named Kevin Mitnick. No weapons, no team, no government backing, just a plastic payphone. And an understanding of human psychology so precise, it paralyzed the world's most powerful intelligence apparatus. He didn't run from the wiretap. He became the wiretap. To understand how one man froze the federal government, you have to understand his weapon. It wasn't code. It wasn't malware. It wasn't processing power. It was people. Mitnick had identified a flaw that no firewall in existence could fix. A corporation can spend $50 million securing its digital infrastructure, build the most advanced intrusion detection systems on Earth, hire the best cybersecurity minds available, and still lose everything because someone picked up a phone. The technique was called social engineering, and Mitnick hadn't just learned it. He had perfected it to a level no one had seen before. His primary target was Pacific Bell, the corporation managing the backbone of American telecommunications. He didn't touch their mainframes. He didn't write a single line of attack code. He found a quiet public payphone on a street corner, dialed the central office, and in a calm, completely commanding voice, using precise internal corporate terminology that only an insider would know, he became someone else entirely, a senior network manager. Calling from a distant branch office, with an urgent problem that couldn't wait, he told the desk operator his administrative credentials had been wiped in a system error. He needed immediate registry access to prevent a critical network blackout affecting thousands of customers. The operator, completely disarmed by his authority and technical precision, manually bypassed every security protocol and handed him the master keys. Over the phone, no breach, no forced entry, no code, just a conversation that lasted 4 minutes. And with that single phone call, Kevin Mitnick held total control over the routing switches of an entire nation. But controlling Pacific Bell was never the endgame. It was the door. What he walked through next changed everything. By early 1995, the manhunt had reached breaking point. The FBI assembled a dedicated cyber task force. 12 agents, 3 states, round-the-clock surveillance. They deployed cellular interception arrays across California, triangulating signals, closing the net 1 block at a time. For the first time, they genuinely believed they had him cornered. They had no idea he was watching them do it, because Mitnick had done something that shouldn't have been possible. He had cloned the internal monitoring software of the telephone exchange itself. The same system the FBI was using to track him was feeding him their data in real time. When federal agents logged into their secure surveillance dashboards, Mitnick's system sent him an instant alert. He watched their coordinates update on his own screen. He tracked their movements the same way they were tracking his. When tactical teams surrounded a building and broke down the door, they found hot coffee, a running terminal, cigarettes still burning in the ashtray. 48 minutes. That was his average lead time over every single raid. He wasn't evading them. He was studying them, learning their patterns, predicting their next move before they made it. The FBI had never encountered anything like it. They needed outside help. They brought in Tsutomu Shimomura, one of the most respected cybersecurity experts in the world. A man with the specific technical skills to hunt a hunter, Shimomura had personal history with Mitnick. Mitnick had breached his private research systems months earlier and stolen some of his most advanced security tools. This was not just a federal assignment for Shimomura. This was personal. Working with cellular triangulation data and telephone switching records, Shimomura tracked Mitnick's signal across 3 states, narrowing it down county by county, street by street, building by building, until it stopped moving. Raleigh, North Carolina, a quiet apartment complex, February 15, 1995. The man who had turned the FBI's own surveillance grid against them was arrested in his apartment, without incident. No chase, no standoff, just a knock on the door, and it was over. But what Kevin Mitnick proved in those years as a fugitive cannot be legislated away, cannot be patched, cannot be firewalled. In a world built entirely on digital infrastructure, absolute security is an illusion. The most dangerous weapon ever built doesn't run on electricity. It runs on trust. One phone call, 4 minutes, master keys, handed over willingly.
The ledger always balances in the dark, and the only thing worse than being robbed is never knowing it happened. This is Golden Ledger.